Steps outside of William's house. William would walk outside and see Orange Guy again.
I look sluggish, more sluggish than usual. I only waved.
Orange Guy would actually say something for the first time. He would say, William, what's wrong? It would be in like
William just sighed. Nah.
It would be in like
He walked by, nudging you out of the way.
Orange Guy would see this action. Orange Guy would follow William stealthily. Orange Guy
I'd get lost in the forest, and I'd go inside the forest. I then find my way to the pizzeria, and I walk inside.
Orange Guy would be inside of the back room of the stage. Orange Guy would be fixing up a suit for William so he could perform with him. It would be a spring Bonnie suit.
I'd play around with the knife.
After about 2 hours or 3, Orange Guy would be done with the suit. Orange Guy would walk out of the room looking a little bit dirty.
I look at the child who's saying hello and I shrugged it off, walking off. I decided to go inside the employee's room.
Orange Guy would walk out from the curtains. Orange Guy would walk inside, seeing William, looking at the suit he made.
I ask you, what is it?
Orange Guy would respond with, it's a spring Bonnie suit. Be careful with it.
I'd nod. Understandable.
Orange Guy would also respond with, you know how these suits work.
I guess it's time to perform, I'd announce.
Orange Guy would say to William, make sure to deactivate the spring locks before.
I'd nod. From the box, I got a spring lock deactivator. I'd sit down and manually deactivate the spring lock.
William.
After 30 minutes, after half an hour, I finish and I go inside the spring lock.
Suit.
Spring lock suit.
Put on a spared Bonnie suit.
I know.
Orange Guy would walk inside the back room, putting on the Fazbears suit. With no spring lock, so he didn't have to deactivate anything.
He got inside and I walked.
After a while, Orange Guy would be inside the Fazbears cannon suit.
I waved toward
Orange Guy,
the audience and kids. I'd feel more happy. I'd announce, hello, children, it's time for us to perform, and I'd start performing nevertheless.
Orange Guy would grab the microphone, and he would sit down in front of him and start performing as well. After a couple of hours, it would be time to stop performing. Orange Guy would head into the back room, along with William following. Orange Guy would get out of the suit as always.
I'd do the same.
The spring locks came unloose as he got out.
William Afton would rush to his home, and grab a Band-Aid and put it over the scratches he got through the spring locks, almost stabbing him. After he wrapped the bandages, he slowly walked back.
Orange Guy would be dusting all the oil off him from the Fazbears suit.
Mine would be clean, so there'd
Orange guy
be
would
almost to nothing.
Orange guy would giggle a little and walk into the employees only room.
I watched this act. I guess he'd be doing something else. Nevertheless, I go inside.
Orange guy would grab a crate and set it on the table. He would grab the Fazbear parts and set them on the table too. He'd put them in the box and grab some parts. He'd grab some wires as well. He also grabbed an endoskeleton. He'd put them inside the box as always, and he'd close the box and walk out. He'd rush over to William's home and go inside of his room. Orange guy looked both ways to see if William was watching him. There would be no sight of William.
I got up and I walked around.
Orange guy got the box inside and opened his bedroom door. He walked inside there and set the box down. He opened the box and then took out a balloon boy along with an endoskeleton. Orange guy would add spring locks on the... Actually, no. Orange guy would build the balloon boy nightmare, and he would hide it inside the closet. He looked around as William was watching, and no sight as well. He'd grab the crate and throw it in the trash can. Orange guy would look around for William.
I decided to take outside for a stroll. I dragged myself outside, feeling sluggish again, then seeing the orange man. I walked toward him, and I decided to say hello.
Orange guy would see this. Orange guy would say hello back, and then walk into the forest.
I'd follow.
Orange guy would follow a path leading over to a grave. He would see this. He would see this, and he would see an old helmet. He'd look at Dave and say, "Is this?" He'd look at William and say, "Is this Dave?"
I then turned to you. I asked, "What do you mean?"
Orange guy would respond with, "You know, Dave."
I couldn't remember that name.
Orange guy would roll his eyes.
Sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Orange guy would roll his eyes and tell the whole entire story about Dave.
Still, I won't remember anything.
Orange guy would get over and just tell him that Dave is his cousin. He would also tell him that...
No, I don't remember your cousin dying anytime soon. If you read, it says...
You gotta pretend this isn't here. It says, "Here lies Dave Miller, aka your cousin." Alright, let's go. Orange guy would walk off.
Had something to do with it.
Orange guy
to my hallucination of a mangled thing.
Orange guy would run off. Orange guy would run off to not be seen.
I can't find you side to side.
Orange guy would be spying on you behind. Orange guy would
I go inside to watch some TV.
Orange guy would walk inside. He would see you and go inside his bedroom. He would walk out with a wrench. You would see this. Orange guy would open the closet door and walk inside there.
I got up. I opened the door.
Orange guy would be sitting here working on another nightmare.
I go inside the bathroom. See the blood in the mirror and vomit inside the toilet. I flush the toilet.
Orange guy would giggle as he picked up the Balloon Boy Nightmare.
I saw that. I inch closer and look at it.
Orange
New
guy.
performer? I say jokingly.
I look at William and say this in a awkward way. Yeah, I guess.
I then suggest, maybe you should put it with the marionette. I say, I laugh off and I go inside my bed.
I wipe the sweat off my face and I run inside the kitchen. I set Balloon Boy down right there and I activate him. I run out and go inside the bed. Orange
I
guy.
hear your footsteps. I then turn around.
Orange guy
What are
would
you
pull.
doing here?
Orange guy would pull a mattress from under the bed and lay down on it.
I also do the same. I lay down in my bed.
There would be a giggle from the kitchen.
I heard this. I then grip my knife tightly and rip it out. I walk inside and I inch toward the kitchen.
There would be nothing in there, and there would be a door opening from the living room. There would be a red sighting of a red person walking down the thing to go inside of the bedroom.
I wasn't there, so I follow it.
There would be a giggle inside of there, and there would also be nothing in there.
I open the door. I see this. I see the man, and I lunge toward it with my knife. Stabbing it inside, it would be critical. I'd start attacking it more.
The child giggles as he dodges every single attack.
He would keep attacking it.
He would keep dodging. After a while, you would get tired.
I inch back.
How do you get Balloon Boy? He would look at William and talk to him, saying, "Hello there, William. I heard a lot from you. My creator is the Orange Guy, known as your brother."
And then I say, "You're the brat that's supposed to be with the marionette?"
Balloon Boy looks at you in a weird eye. Do you want to?
I then ask you to repeat. What'd you say? I grip the knife and I...
Balloon Boy looks at you in a confused eye. What marionette? I just got here.
I sigh. I then told him the story about how your creator, Dave...
No.
I mean, not Dave.
The Orange Guy. I don't know his name.
The Orange Guy created you, and I suggested that you should be with the marionette because you look the same, kinda.
Balloon Boy scratches his head in an odd way. Balloon Boy also responds with, "I still don't know what marionette you're talking about. Is it the one at that Fazbear place?"
I nod. Yeah?
Balloon Boy would deactivate and then reactivate. He would play a voice box that automatically happened.
I look at you in a confused thing. I then proclaim, if you want to be part of the Fazbears, I suggest you lose the teeth. It could be hazardous. I joke. I laugh.
Balloon Boy. The clock turns on and all the animatronics stop. Balloon Boy keeps moving. He walks inside the bedroom. He looks.
I rush outside and wipe the sweat from me attacking and you dodging off my forehead. I then rush toward Fazbears and I put on the suit quickly and surely.
Orange Guy would still be asleep. No wonder why. Orange Guy would be have a big axe on his chest, and some teeth marks on his arm. You would wonder where Orange Guy is, so you head back home.
I'd assume he was going to the bathroom a while, and nevertheless I put on the suit and I announced to the and I walk to the place. I then announced to the children that there will be a short delay and that others will happen.
There would be footsteps at the door.
Died, and I sat down.
All the children saw this. They saw the creepy balloon boy walking up to the stage. Wait, who are you?
I'm the spare Bonnie.
You would see me again. You would see me again.
I just sit here waving.
He'd say to all the children, "Hey children, how about you come count my teeth with me? Stick your arm in there if you need to." You would hear this.
I then rush and I grab the balloon boy's shoulders. I then chuckle. Now, he's just kidding. And I bring you to the back room.
Balloon boy would be a little bit angry and bite one of the parts off.
It would be the middle of the torso. And as a response, I yelled in his face and I punched him, knocking him down.
Balloon boy would be even angrier. He would bite your leg for quite a while and tear off the piece.
It would happen. I hug you and then I decide to body slam you against it. I start kicking you in the chest.
Balloon boy would.
I grab an axe and then I stick it in your head. You'd have an axe straight in your head as the propeller was fine.
Balloon boy would be dead, but kind of not dead.
Be severely damaged.
Balloon boy would look up at you with one eye. He would say, "Your children are in deep danger, and such as your brother."
I poke your eye.
Balloon boy would get pissed.
It took an hour, but I tied you down and I picked out every single one of your teeth. There would be one thing. I grabbed a plastic bag and I set them down and I slide them under the table. I then decide to take off the suit and go home.
Orange Guy would be walking out to the Fazbears. Orange Guy would be walking out to the Fazbears restaurant holding his chest with the deep axe wound inside of it.
I see this and I rush towards him.
Orange Guy would bust open the door to the home.
I then ask, "Are you okay?"
He'd ignore you and walk to the bathroom.
I follow you. I grip your shoulders. "Okay, how about this? I go make you some pizza and I go get some pizza from the restaurant and we sit down and watch the cartoons you like. That sound good?"
Orange Guy nods as he still holds his chest.
I inspect that and then I tell him some bandages are in the kitchen.
It's an axe wound. It's an axe wound.
I know.
Orange Guy would grab some of those big bandages and surround his chest with them. He'd mutter to himself, "Looks like I'm not going to work today."
I then go into the kitchen and request some cheese pizza. That it gets made and I got it. I then go back home.
Orange
The
guy.
grease from the pizza would be almost pouring out a little bit, almost some on my hands.
Orange guy would worry about his creation that it took 7 years to make.
I then go inside and I set the pizza down on his lap, and I sit down as we watch some of these cartoons.
He turns to William and says, "Where is my creation at?"
I then ask you, which creation? I chuckle.
"My balloon boy creation. It was supposed to entertain children if you pressed the right button. What happened to him?"
Well, your version of entertain is trying to cause casualties in the restaurant. I start. Then I had to bring it to the back room. It started attacking me, and I attacked back. I grabbed the axe, I put it in its head, and I tied it up. And one by one, I picked up the teeth. Maybe it can lose the teeth, and maybe it can be replaced with less sharp teeth. I say less sharp teeth in a very loud tone. I sit back down.
Orange guy would hear all this and get up and walk out.
I then ask, but what about the pizza?
Orange guy would scream at William and say, "I don't give a crap!"
Then I say, it costs $20.
Orange guy would also yell in the forest, "I don't give a crap!"
I then announce, $20 is a lot.
Orange guy would also yell at him, "Who gives a crap, huh? It's your restaurant! How did it cost you money?"
Because nothing's free, I say to you. Out of sadness, I ate the pizza alone and watch cartoons alone.
Orange
I
guy,
grabbed some butter and I put some butter on the pizza and watch more cartoon.
Orange guy would walk inside the employees' room at the Fazbears. He would see his broken creation. He'd look at it in response with, "Oh, you monster." He'd walk over to his creation and turn it on. The creation would look over at Orange guy and say, "Hello, sir, can you please get me off this table?" I'd deactivate the creation and repair it better. I'd put some less sharp teeth inside of it.
It started complaining about how it wasn't sharp enough.
I'd look at it, and Orange guy would hear the complaints and said, "All right, all right, all right." He'd grab really sharp teeth, such as Foxy's teeth, and he'd put them inside. Balloon Boy would say, "Yes, thank you." I would untie him and let him run around the pizzeria.
I didn't know this, and I just looked around.
After a while, Orange Guy fell asleep on the job, and Balloon Boy ran out.
I finished eating the pizza, and then I threw the box away.
Orange Guy would be, Balloon Boy would be hiding inside of William's house. Balloon Boy would make something a little bit terrifying to haunt William.
What?
A little bit terrifying to haunt William, aka Mangle. Nightmare Mangle.
I feel unsafe, and I grab my knife. I remember the message that the balloon child made to me, and then I had a plan to make it think that
Balloon Boy would be staring into the TV.
It stopped dodging.
Balloon Boy would be staring into the TV and rub his eyes. Balloon Boy would respond.
Behind you, I grabbed the knife.
Balloon Boy would respond.
Stab you in the back, doing critical damage.
Balloon Boy wouldn't even care. Balloon Boy would still rub his eyes, saying, "Ow, that hurts."
I whip out the knife.
Balloon Boy finally turns around and bites William's arm. After a while,
I hold his arm. I hold his arm and make him very angry by doing this one thing. I knock his cap off. I grab the knife and then I start constantly just mutilating the top part of your head. Just stabbing it.
Balloon Boy would try to recover his lost hat. Balloon Boy would press a remote, would press something on the TV after he was destroyed and he is dead. There would be something outside.
I start
Right.
kicking the body.
There would
And
be.
then I grab it and I rush toward the bathroom. I mutilate it some more and I flush it down the toilet. Now it's in the bathroom, so something like Stith Wraith or something in the future could fix it. I walk some more.
The TV, the TV in the living room.
I go and wrap bandages around my arm. And then I look at the TV to see what that blood monster was watching. The blood monster was watching what?
The blood monster was watching a radio glitching thing. After a while, there would be some footsteps outside, very big footsteps. After a while, the house door would open and you would see this. There would be a very loud noise, aka a radio glitch that would hurt your ears and you would have to cover them.
I cover them and rush from my room. I then close the door and lock it. I grab the axe and the sharpened axe and I raise. I unlock the door fastly and raise it all the way up. And once he opens it, I'm going to cut his whole entire head off. The mangle head.
That did not happen at all. The mangle was standing far back.
I saw this and I came up and then I grabbed some scrap parts and built a machine with the axe that if this door opens, it would make an axe swing and it would cut off both heads. It would cut off the core of both heads.
The mangle broke down the door, slamming onto you. Oh.
I'm right here though.
Oh. Okay, the mangle will bust down the door, making you faint.
You spray in my face and I faint.
The mangle would shove a piece inside your leg, making it hard. You would feel this, but you cannot see it. The mangle would drag you over here. Mangle would wait, where's the bathroom at? Oh, it's right. Where's the bathroom at?
Right over here.
Oh, okay. Mangle would drag you into the bathroom and start the bathtub. Mangle would shove your head inside the bathtub. After a while, you would wake up and you'd start to kick.
I kick your stomach, which would make you fall back. I grab back up and charge you.
There would be a radio glitch would also happen again, but you couldn't have enough time to cover your ears. Your eardrums would bleed.
I grab the whole entire thing and I start kicking it. I start kicking the whole entire thing inside the toilet. It would start glitching because
there would be
plus electronics equals bad.
There would be a radio glitch would burn.
I walk out, grab the axe, pull it back in. I start just pulling you even more and mangling you more inside the toilet.
The voice box.
Then I flush.
The voice box would turn on, making a radio glitch, but you didn't know this, so your eardrum started to bleed.
I also couldn't feel. I could only feel water, which I could only assume is me flushing the toilet.
The voice box would break once you step over it.
I wipe it off and see that it was blood. I then.
Oh my God! Don't answer the call. Just don't. The dude's interrupting our video again.
Oh God. I didn't notice the thing you put in my leg. What was the thing that you put in my leg?
It was a large pipe that if you tried to take it out, you would bleed like 50 times. You would just bleed a lot once it's out. Okay.
I saw the pipe, and I knew that I'd bleed a lot. And I started to prepare. I didn't know why you put a pipe in my leg.
It's for you to bleed out. So if you don't take it out in time, you're gonna bleed to death.
I grabbed the bandages, like all of them, and I sit on the couch. I pull it out, and very quickly, remind you, like very quickly, I wrap the every single bandage all around my leg. It would hurt a lot, and there'd be a lot of blood. And there'd be blood everywhere on the TV, all here and here.
There would be a cupcake just watching this. It would not attack you at all.
Since blood loss, I would be very dizzy, and I'd walk back and forth. I'd see the cupcake.
The cupcake.
And I ask, "Can I follow you?"
The cupcake would hear the answer and it would squeak.
Is that a yes?
The cupcake would also squeak again. The cupcake would grab your leg and it would bring you all the way over here. It would set you down on the couch and grab a bandage and wrap it around your leg. The cupcake would flip up here. The cupcake watches.
I look back and forth, and every time I look at you, I say, "Cake, cake, cake, cake."
The cupcake squeaked again. The cupcake.
I clap like an idiot because I've lost a lot of blood.
The cupcake deactivates.
And I probably just fainted after that. So yes.
After a while, you woke up. There would be a cupcake. After a while, you would wake up, and there would be a cupcake sleeping on your arm.
I think this was cute, so I slowly pick it up, not for it to wake it, and I set it where I was sitting. And I lay it down. Then I say to myself, "This won't be a fire hazard." I then walk, and
after a while, the couch set on fire, and the cupcake would squeak as loud as they can to warn you.
I heard this, so I saved the cupcake and I put it out. Then I looked at the burning couch and said, "This won't cause a fire hazard." I then walk to the kitchen and I go to the stove. I set everything on the highest heat, and I also go into the oven and I set it on the highest heat, leaving it open.
The cupcake squeaks again to warn you again.
This won't cause a fire hazard. I'd grab the cupcake and I'd walk out. After an hour or so, it would honestly just frickin', the house would just catch on fire.
The cupcake squeaks at you. The squeak would mean, "You idiot!"
And then I said, "You want me to cause more fires?"
The cupcake shakes its head.
And then I throw sand on the fire, and I make a path of sand leading to Fazbears Pizzeria. Sadly, I could only get to the car. This would take 2 hours, and I do it. And I said, "Are you proud of me now?"
The cupcake looks at you in disappointment. The cupcake just wanders off.
I said, "Where are you going, Cake?" I want thanks. So I go Fazbears. It's been 2 hours, and the cars catch on fire. No, the place hasn't catch on fire, though, so yeah. I then climb up here, and then all my blood came back on after I wake up. And I see my house just burned, and the car also burned.
You knew that you made a mistake since there was a Bonnie suit inside your house.
Actually, it wasn't. It was inside here.
No,
Soon nighttime came.
there was a Bonnie suit inside your house.
Okay, and I go inside.
The-
I inspect the Bonnies. I inspect the Bonnie suit that was in the
No,
parts and service.
the Bonnie suit would teleport outside. The Bonnie suit would be walking down the street to your house.
I saw this and I won't do much of it.
The Bonnie suit busted down your door and ran inside.
The house wasn't on fire. The house wasn't on fire anymore. It was just after a fire happened.
The Bonnie suit would be broken, withered, and stuff. You would see the suit wandering to you.
I saw this orange suit.
You would see the fire at the top of the head.
I saw it.
The
I knew this wasn't my suit because
the suit looks at you in disappointment.
Part of the lampshade fell and it hit your head.
This would deactivate the suit.
I then drag it back to the pizzeria.
You would know that you would make it a big mistake, but you wouldn't care.
Because soon I'll probably die.
You're going to die because this thing's on fire and it's mad at you for leaving it there.
Maybe I'll die another way.
You'll die by spring rocks.
I realized that I stole some children. I put them also in the fire, usually 5. And I say, oh no. I walk outside and then I go inside here. I look at the Bonnie suit and I say, well, you're the only animatronic. It's been 2 a.m. and the FNAF 3 cutscenes where the spring locks happens. I then rush inside the suit. And then
it's the wait, what suit are you?
The spare Bonnie. I then go in. Then the spring locks T-pose Bonnie. Then the spring locks go boom boom and blood starts shooting out.
The lid on Bonnie would see this. The lid on Bonnie would grab you by the neck and tear the suit and tear the mask open. The spring locks.
You'd only get the jaw would be open and you could see my mangled face.
Blood would shatter all over the orange Bonnie suit.
I run scared in pain because my throat's just been cut. After 3 hours, I deactivated. And then
the Bonnie suit walks towards you. The Bonnie suit slams you down on the table. The Bonnie suit grabs a spare head. Season 2 soon! Oh boy, I wonder what's gonna happen. Yeah, let's end this!